In Ventura County, along Creek Road is Camp Comfort County Park. Although the park looks peaceful, I like that graphic. Although the park looks peaceful, it's not peaceful. Fucking the scene from Terminator, fucking. That's Char Man. Just south of Ouija and Ventura, we got that already. Along the park, looks peaceful.
Not Ouija, guys.
Oh yeah. Okay. Oh hi. It certainly houses its share of spooky spirits. First is the ghost of a bride complete with a bloody wedding dress.
Nice.
She is tall and slim with light brown hair and a veil covering her face. The story tells that she was murdered on the day of her wedding, Total Kill Bill style.
Oh my gosh.
Perhaps by a greedy new husband who married her only for her dowry.
Or perhaps by a kung fu master who was afraid of her child.
Looking at you, David Carradine. I know you're looking down at us. Perhaps, yes, she has supposedly been seen with thumb outstretched trying to hitchhike. Second is a spectral horsewoman that reenacts her death every year on its anniversary.
Hang on.
You want me to slow down?
No, I would like you to clarify what a spectral horsewoman is.
Well, I mean, just picture a horsewoman in spectral form.
Horsewoman, though. A horsewoman. Female horse, or are we talking centaur? Or are we literally talking some other creature that is both horse and woman? Anyway, I just had to slow us down for a second. Okay, spectral horsewomen. Move on.
The horse gets spooked by a snake, subsequently throwing her off to her demise.
Oh, I see. It's a woman upon a horse.
Next
the specter of... Okay.
You can just keep interrupting me and I'll just keep making stuff up.
I will.
Next up is a headless motorcyclist that can be found rocketing down the lonely road. The story goes that he was forced off the road by a pickup truck and was decapitated by either a wire fence or a branch from a tree. There's also the spirit of an old Indian shaman. What? I won't do that. Sporting feathers, I guess I did, in his hair. Finally, the area hides the skeleton of a European vampire who lies staked inside a stone coffin.
A lot of stuff going on.
By a huge black phantom dog.
Wow.
We haven't even gotten to Char Man
yet. So many things.
And in addition to the previous 5 spirits, determined ghost hunters can find even more spooks just north of the park on Creek Road near the 2-lane concrete bridge spanning San Antonio Creek. First, there are 2 young children dressed in 19th century style clothes. They walk along the rails of the bridge and finally jump off to plummet to the creek bed below. If you race to the railing, their forms will not be found on the other side. Next up is a disembodied childlike hand that runs along the railings of the bridge. Then there is a ghostly school bus, which is a local legend as local legends would have it, went off the bridge in the 30s or 40s. What about the Char Man?
When are we getting to the Char Man? This is everything. They've even given us an Addams Family
12
hand.
children. 12 children and the bus driver died in the accident. The legend goes on to state that if you visit the bridge on rainy days, you can hear the screams of the children. However, even in all these spirit spooks, the famous... Here it is! However, even with all these spirits and spooks, the most famous of the inhabitants is the Char Man. Here, near the bridge, the ghost of Char Man, a hideous, burnt, beyond recognition spirit, emerges out of the forest and attacks motorists, especially those brave enough to get out of their cars and yell from the bridge. So he's like a bridge troll, demon fire, Balrog. So popular is his legend in the area that the bridge has been dubbed. Can you guess what it's been dubbed? Char Man Bridge. Possibly a ghost, possibly a hideous monster. I think he's quite handsome. I think he's rather dashing. He's dancing. Could you show it again?
Yes.
He's definitely hip. He's in it. He's with it. I like him. I'd want to hang out with him. Now horribly charred, he is rumored to be covered in a black, burnt, peeling skin, wearing little more than charred bandages, and supposedly emits a disgusting burnt smell. I kind of like that charred smell, you know what I mean? With the steak and burnt, and it's just right. Just a little carbon.
Yeah.
He used to haunt Signal Street and Shelf Road, but as those areas become more and more populated, the legend migrated to the lesser inhabited area on Creek Road. Part of the story involves stopping your car on the bridge, getting out and yelling, "Help me! Help me!" To which an incensed Char Man will come rampaging out of the forest and attack you. As with all good legends, there are 3 different yet similar origins. The first and second both occur in the fire of 1948. In the first story, a father and son are caught in the fire. Both are horribly burned beyond recognition, and the father sadly passing away before help could arrive. The son, meanwhile, goes insane from his injuries. By the time rescue workers arrive, the son has skinned the father of all the burnt flesh and hung his lifeless remains from a nearby tree. The son, of course, eventually escapes into the woods and becomes the Char Man. Obviously, of course. I think Bunny and Man and Char Man have a lot in common. You know? The skinning, the hanging.
Yeah.
The horror, the terror. Yep. In the second story, a husband and wife are caught on fire. The husband, horribly burned and injured, hears his wife trapped by the blaze, yelling, "Help me!" over and over again. The husband, due to the fire and his own injuries, is unable to come to the aid of his wife and lies unable to move, listening to her pleas for help as she is slowly consumed by the flames. That reminds me of, "Where is she? Angel! No!" You know what?
Batman.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The husband, due to the fire and it, blah, blah, blah. Yep, again, the husband eventually becomes, because he's been consumed by the flames, the Char Man. Supposedly, the Ventura County Historical Museum claims that there were no victims in the fire of 1948, so these 2 origins already appeared to have some flaws.
What?
There's yet another similar version floating around the states that Char Man was specifically a firefighter who lost his life fighting the same blaze. Finally, a last theory takes place in the early 50s. It relates to a story of a bad automobile fire. Some versions place the automobile accident actually on the Char Man Bridge, in which the driver is hideously burned beyond recognition. This sounds familiar, folks, but manages to barely survive, escaping into the nearby woods to become the Char Man. Some police officers claim yet another version. Are we? How long?
I think we're good. We got multiple versions.
Char Man is such a famous local legend that there's even a hot sauce named after him. Wonderful. His face and arms were badly burned. An elderly man with a bad case of skin cancer. It keeps going on. The propaganda is frightening. They perform the speculation, the veracity of the entire legend of Char Man.
We got it. We got it. Shut it down.
Road.
Shut it down. We got it.
I think we did it, folks.
Yeah. We've had multiple origins. You guys get it. He's a troll. He's a bridge troll. He's
fire
been burned
troll.
a bunch. Don't ask for help.
He hides in the woods, not on the bridge.
Don't ask for help. He doesn't help. Surprise. He doesn't help. He makes things worse.
In fact, he's like looking for the weakest in the pack.
I mean, what kind of a weirdo would have his life destroyed on a bridge and then decide, I think I'm going to hang around this bridge forever?
Don't judge Char Man.
I'm judging him.
Char Man went through a lot.
But Char Man
Maybe Char Man is just trying to interact in any way he can.
Char Man also gets my respect because 150 damage, guys. Swings. Big swings.
I'll be back with Ding Bell.
Sam St. Clair bat swings right here.
He's not going to be my Ding Bell.